I'm decoding this meme today because a lot of people are asking what it means, and because I'm tired of Candace Owens spewing lies and misdirection in regard to the Charlie Kirk shooting. All the actual evidence makes it pretty obvious what happened, and Candace is just spewing conspiracy theories to point you in the wrong direction and waste Americans' time, and you have to ask, why is she doing that? In this video, we'll go over all the evidence, and it's going to explain exactly what happened, and you won't need to go watch and listen to Candace Owens drivel on endlessly about a conspiracy theory anymore. This meme is communist propaganda made by foreign operatives to mess with Tyler Roberts. It's designed to make him think his own peers and conservative Americans created it just to bully people like him. Furries, fat people, gay and trans folks, and anime fans. The guy on the right is drawn to look Jewish, and the one on the left is supposed to look Asian, so it also paints conservatives as racist against minorities. It hits every angle to reinforce false stereotypes about conservatives and make him believe Charlie Kirk and his followers are the villains. That's why so many Americans, when looking at it, don't understand what it means. It's like Inception. They wanted him to think it was his own idea, that he was helping his people. But furries, trans, and gay folks didn't benefit from what he did. It actually hurt them because a foreign enemy made it. They didn't care about those groups. They just used them to manipulate Tyler Roberts and other kids like him. If you're a part of this furry culture, why would you want to engrave this emoji on a bullet that's a signifier of your culture? You would think that would hurt your culture, except if you believe that the only way to respond to this bullying is with violence because there's literally nothing else you can do about it. And he believed that violence was the only thing he could do because of a foreign enemy telling him that it's your own people who are your enemy and not us. In the meme, you can also see this little warrior figurine. I asked ChatGPT what it is, and it said that it appears to be a knight or warrior character with horns or antenna, possibly from a helmet or headgear, and the bold-lined art style found in comics and manga. This little warrior figurine shows you that they were after Charlie Kirk, we are at war, and I'm going to argue in this video that Candace Owens was sent to infiltrate Turning Point because they were specifically after Charlie Kirk and trying to make him look like he was affiliated with their Nazi propaganda. And I think they were after Charlie Kirk because he was a great American leader and they thought he might become the next president, and they were afraid of that. That song, Oh Bella Ciao, was featured in a Netflix show, Money Heist. I've talked in one of my other videos about The Perfect Neighbor being Netflix propaganda, and that what they're trying to do with that documentary is actually make more Americans get hurt by taking away our right to self-defense and saying that it's perfectly safe for kids to be running around outside in dangerous neighborhoods where shootings have happened before, with cars driving around unattended. That's safer than applying these laws of child neglect and trespassing. Anyway, let's get back to Tyler Roberts' favorite form of propaganda, Far Cry 6, the video game, which I'm just going to read from their Wikipedia page. The team studied several revolutions of recent history for the game's narrative, primarily the Cuban Revolution. Guerrilla fighter Danny Rojas is the player role they take on, and you're playing in the island of Yara, which is ruled as a dictatorship by El Presidente. You can kind of see, the stuff that he was immersed in here. This game kind of equates our president with a communist dictator. And you have to remember that you have people like Candace Owens out here working for the other side saying things like this.
The Trump administration here has obviously been much more captured by Netanyahu and Mark Levin than by Candace Owens.
Yes, it's occupied. Everybody can see this is an occupied administration.
Candace is using the same tactics we see used in the meme and in Far Cry 6, bullying you and saying it's the other party bullying you. Candace tells her audience the deep state is gaslighting them all the time, but here she is gaslighting her own audience.
If you think I care more about loyalty to the MAGA cause than I care about pedophiles in positions of power getting away with it, you are out of your mind. You must have not listened to a single...
In other words, if you even begin to suspect or question that me being hung up on this pedophilia thing is just a red herring, you are out of your mind and crazy. And again, the same tactics from the propaganda. It's your own countrymen and allies who are the enemy that you need to be worried about. They want you to be so distracted by listening to them and mistrusting your own leaders that you help them gain power in your own country and hurt your own kind in the process of doing the perceived helping. So this is Joseph Goebbels. He was the Nazi propaganda minister, and he said, if you repeat a lie often enough, people will believe it. Candace reinforces the lie that conservatives are Nazis by using his tactics. She infiltrated Turning Point USA, and she's pretending to be an alt-right and Christian and using Nazi tactics. She makes it look like actual conservative Christians are bullies using Nazi tactics, when in fact she is working with the ones using them. So to sum it all up, Russia and or China is infiltrating young and liberal American subcultures, telling the individuals in them that the other party are all Nazis because Russia and China wants to divide and conquer us, and they don't want you to support your own military. Candace is a puppet acting like a fascist, using the guise of alt-right conservatism to weaken it and simultaneously reinforce the propaganda in the meme and Far Cry 6 by serving as the proof that what they say in the memes is true. She reinforces the meme. She reinforces the idea of the authoritarian El Presidente in Far Cry 6. She uses Goebbels tactics because she works with a foreign government who uses them. That's why she never talks about Russia or China. That's who writes her content every day. That's the only way she's able to have an hour of live propagandized drivel every single day. You don't have the time to do that yourself, being a mom of 4. Another anecdotal reason that I think this is because Candace recommends this book called Behold a Pale Horse, which apparently has CIA secrets that were released. And I went and tried to look up the audiobook of it, and when I did, it changed all the alphabet on my TV to Russian characters. You can't make this up. I don't know if it downloaded something to the TV. We were able to change it back though. I'm not telling anyone else to go look it up. Don't try it, but if it happened to you, let me know. This actually happened to me. We did not change it to Russian. My boyfriend was able to change it back. Thank you so much for watching. I've got a lot more receipts that I can add to this, and I might keep uploading them either in shorts or just add an updated version of this video. I just want to say that Christians are not bullies and hypocrites like Candace is here to make us out to look like. It's not Christian to bully people the way that she does, and that to me, tells me that she isn't in line with half of the things that she's saying. Other Americans don't hate you for being gay. If they do, they're part of a extreme minority, and you shouldn't be thinking that, conservatives are Nazis. If you, did partially think that, I just hope that you realize that you're kind of buying into the same thing that got Tyler Robbins to where he is. And I hope that this video helps some people away from that. I think we really do live in the greatest country in the world, and you should get to enjoy it. And they don't want you to get to enjoy it. They want you to help them destroy it. And don't fall victim to their evil plan to manipulate you. Support your own government, because that's the only team that's really going to have your back. The other team that enslaves their own people doesn't have any loyalty to you or any reason to want to protect you unless you do something bad to us for them. So thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you'll like and subscribe.